good, guys? Luhamfm studio here. In this video I'll be reviewing the new Affinity 3 video as an Inkscaper. So as a person who have been using Inkscape for over a year now, I'll be giving my first review of the Affinity 3 app. So I'll be sharing with you my thoughts on how I feel with the app as I just launched in for the first time. So I'm loading it up, so I just have to log in. So after installing, you have to log in with your Canva account, which I'm just doing now. So once you are logged in, the app is to launch now. As you're aware of, the app is totally free, so when you launch the app, it will open like this. And this is the first thing you will get. This is where you see your recent work. This is just me doing some tests on the app. Let me just load that up. And from a person coming from Inkscape, the first thing I noticed when I open the interface of the app is that everything is just looking too big. Probably there will be a way to change it in the setting and reduce the size, but that's my first reaction. Every icon, every tab is looking just too big. And the next thing you will notice is this section here, which is called Studios, and this is their major marketing point, where by this section different segment of design into different aspects. Like currently now I am on the vector studio side, which is majorly where you find tools used in vector. This is where you can do a lot of edit on vector. You have your pen tool, your pencil tool, shape tool, and so on. This is majorly customized to make your vector work efficient. And the next studio here is Pixel. This is majorly for pixelated work. This is good in working on images. That is, if you have image you want to work on, it will be good to come to this Pixel Studio tab, where all the tools and windows is tuned to make your workflow with pixels more efficient. And here we have layout, which is one of my favorite. I've been using Inkscape for a while now, and one of the parts that has been the most challenging to me was working with text on a design. Whenever I'm doing any design that I have to do it with a lot of text, it usually takes me more time to arrange the text, and it's always awkward. But on this Affinity, under the layout section, it makes everything working with text to be more efficient. Though I've not done any design with a lot of text, but according to what I've seen and the news they have put out, it will make it more efficient. One of the reasons is that you can literally just draw a text box and write your text, which is something you can't do on Inkscape. You have to arrange everything. If you are pasting a text on Inkscape, everything will just be full. But here in this new Affinity app, you can just create a text box just like you would normally do on Canva. So that is one of the benefits. And there's another one here called the Canva AI Studio section. This is where you can just play with the Canva AI and all of that. But that's not all. When you look at the Studio tab menu, you see this 3-dot icon. When you click on it, you will see more studio. There's retouching, there's slice, there's color grading, typography, composition. So I'm literally just finding my way around, and I'm still on the vector aspect. And I'll be creating a new playlist where I'll be showing tutorial of what I've learned so far from the new Affinity app. So I'll be taking one of the studio one by one, but I just want to show you my total review on this video. Another thing that will be a benefit for creators out there is this section where you can create your own studio, and I think it's really amazing. And the good thing about creating your own studio is that you don't have to start from scratch. Just for instance, now I can just put the name of my own studio here, and instead of going and selecting my own tool from scratch and doing everything, all I have to do is just to clone an existing studio. For instance, now most of the major work I do is vector based, so it will be normal to clone the Vector Studio aspect of the studio there. So once I've renamed the studio Luhamfm Studio and I clone it from the already pre-installed Vector Studio, I can just select an image to use as an icon. Let me check for my logo just to show you guys. So I can just use an image. You can work on a more better image later. So one of the easiest thing is that once you have created your own studio from the pre-installed studio, like what this new studio I've just created is the same thing as the Vector Studio, but the good thing is that I can still come here and still make other adjustments. I can change the position of some of the shapes that are here and put them in the position that are more efficient to me. I can just do a whole lot of customization, but not from the scratch. I'm just building from the already pre-installed studio here, which is the Vector Studio. So that is one of the great benefits. One thing I would have loved them to add though is the ability for creators to share studios. Like for instance, as I've customized my studio with the tools I use frequently and with the position I like them to be in, with their shortcuts and everything, I would have loved it if there would be a way where I would have the ability to share it probably to other creators to try it out and see for themselves. That is one feature I would have loved them to add as well. But aside that, this is already nice that you can create your own studio. Okay, another thing I've noticed with the app coming from Inkscaper again is that it has an auto alignment. Like if you draw a shape, like I have a shape here, let me just delete it. I can just come to the toolbar here, click on the rectangle and draw a shape here and just change the color. So you can just align the shape by coming to this alignment section on the window bar and align to the middle. But there's one other thing that is not on Inkscape that I really appreciate here is the auto alignment line. So you can see as I'm moving it, it can automatically show me the center line and I can align it at the center horizontally and vertically. This is a tool that will be most efficient in design and is something that is not on Inkscape that you can benefit from this new Affinity app. Another good thing is that I've tried it offline, that is I was not connected to the internet and I tried it and it really worked. So I don't think the Affinity is mostly online, just like the way the Canva is. You can still do some things offline, though I haven't tested how efficient it is compared to when you are connected online. But yeah, that is one benefit I see also from the new Affinity app. But there's something that I don't like, but I cannot find a way around it. I don't know if it's the right way to go. On Inkscape, I enjoy doing my editing and scattering a whole lot of objects around. Like when I want to create a new design, I go online, get some inspiration, and I import all my inspiration in my desktop, in my workspace, and I put them outside my canvas so that they won't interfere with my design. Only what I'm designing will be in my canvas. But in this new Affinity app, once you have one page opened, you cannot put any object outside the page. Once you put any object outside the page and you click elsewhere, you can see that it kind of disappear. You can't find it again, except you know where it was and you click it. You can't even see it. That is one of the things I don't like. But there's something I did that kind of solved it. When I come to this this tool here, which is the artboard tool, which can help you to add one or more artboard or canvas, anyone you choose to call it. So all you need to do is to select the tool, come to anywhere here that has the plus icon. You can add one or more page. So now I have two artboard, or basically two page. So what that does is that as I have two artboard, I can put anything I want outside of any of the artboard and it will stay just like this, unlike before where there was only one artboard and when you put an object outside of your canvas or your artboard, it won't be visible. I don't know if there's a setting that can fix that, but that is what I've noticed as well in the new Affinity app. And one of the edge I feel this new Affinity software will have over Inkscape is in the aspect of working with pixel layout and the AI features that are here. I'm not so certain about the vector because I've not tried most of the vector too. This is just my first walkthrough on the software. I'll still be doing more practice and going to some more tools, and I'll be sharing with you guys my process and what I've learned so far. But in terms of working with pixels, layouts, and a lot of AI too, if that's your center point, if that's where you focus more on as a designer, I think Affinity is just the best pick for you. And for the question, should you be switching from Inkscape to Affinity 3, I really can't give an answer now, because Inkscape is one of the most powerful tools for vector graphics that is free currently, and Affinity just came out and I haven't really tested and pushed it to the boundaries which I've done with Inkscape, so I can't really make a conclusion. But from what I've seen and from my first impression, I can see that it's really looking very, very promising, and I hope to share with you guys more updates, and as I practice more I will show you the progress so far. I will really see if this is a good and total replacement for Inkscape. So thank you guys, this is Affinity 3 according to an Inkscaper. If this video was helpful, kindly leave a like, comment and share to your friends, and please, if you're not a subscriber, you can subscribe as I'll be dropping tutorial and more tips and tricks that you should note in the new Affinity 3 app. Thank you very much. Peace out.